What is the mindset of the offensive line without Eric Fisher being there?
Yeah, obviously, missing Fish is tough. Huge part of this offensive line team for a long time, but using that as extra motivation, getting this done for him, and just being the most physical group on the field. The way he played, we just want to try to continue his legacy the way he played.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll take the next question from Leo Haggerty again. Leo.
Hey, Nick, sorry about the technological problems. Simple question. You're looking at two giants in front of you in Sue and Vita Vea. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, obviously two really good players. Sue, someone's been doing it for a long time. Vita, obviously a little younger. But, every week, we're going up against guys that are very similar size. Vita may be a little bit bigger. Sue may have a little bit more talent, than the next guy. But just kind of using our technique, using the calls, Pat will put us in the right direction. As long as we trust all of that stuff, they're going to make plays. They're great defensive linemen, great players, have been for a while. So just trusting the stuff that our coaches and our teammates have told us, and trying to execute it to the best of our ability.
Again, if you've got a question for Nick, please use the raise hand function. Okay, looks like Leo has a follow-up. Leo?
Nick, Coach Reid has a ridiculous record coming out of a bye week. That's got to give you confidence, doesn't it?
Yeah, he obviously have confidence in him, at all times. But I do know that's one of his many pretty impressive stats. So 2 weeks for this this staff and this team to prepare. We feel very confident in it. We think we know what we're going to get from them. And know what we need to do to get the job done. So definitely very confident in the game plan.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take the next question from Charles Goldman. Charles, can you please state your media affiliation?
Yeah, hi, Charles Goldman, USA Today Sports Media Group. Nick, I just spoke with Austin about Pokemon cards. In fact, I've noticed that you and Andrew Wiley and I guess even Patrick Mahomes have gotten involved in a little bit of ripping packs and collecting Pokemon cards. So can you tell me a little bit about how that all started and what the hobby's been like for you guys this season?
Yeah, so I think it's me, Wiley, Austin, and Mike Remmers, and Pat joined us last week for a little bit, and I think we all enjoyed them as kids. And I think Wiley, I think it was on the bye week maybe, started opening some packs and kind of just got a little bit hooked on it. I had done this about a year ago, so he told me, I went and got some more packs. And I think it's funny, Tampa Bay was the first game that we started opening packs together. And then just kind of snowballed. We all have a little bit of a nerdier, side to us. So, this is definitely something that we enjoy. It's just something fun, totally unrelated to football that we can do, night before the game to decompress. So it's definitely a lot of fun.
We will take the next question from Exposure Spotlight Magazine. Can you please state your name?
I'm sorry about that. Teresa Perkins, editor of Exposure Spotlight Magazine. First of all, allow me to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, the thing is, it's got so many young kids that want to be in your footsteps, or just actually just going to the Super Bowl, or just playing college ball, football. As far as, NFL or what have you. What advice can you possibly give those that would love to be in the footsteps that you guys are in at this moment?
I guess one thing is kind of, this has always been a dream, of mine, obviously, something since I started playing when I was 5 years old. Always a dream. And then just kind of, now don't give up on the dream, but also don't make it the only goal, the only dream. There's smaller, I remember my goal growing up in 2004 is when I started watching, Lincoln Way East football, religiously. And that became my goal. I wanted to start just my senior year. I wanted to start in Lincoln Way East. Friday Night Lights. I thought it was coolest thing in the world. So that was my goal. And then once I realized that goal, it was, man, I wanted to play Big Ten football, and it was just kind of small steps along the way, so enjoying every moment, enjoying sixth grade football, at middle school, and trying to be the best there. And then, not trying to make the NFL as a 14-year-old, just doing everything you can, enjoying the sport. I think that's what a lot of us do. We love football. This whole organization is a bunch of football guys that really enjoy the game. And there's probably, one of the reasons we're all here.
As a reminder, if you'd like to ask Nick a question, please use the raise hand function. Thank you. We will take the next question from Jeff Joniak. Can you please state your affiliation?
WBBM Radio. How you doing, Nikki?
I'm good. Good to hear from you, Jeff.
Well, can you believe it? 2 for 2?
Definitely surreal. I remember, obviously spoke with you last year right after the game. No, couldn't believe it then. Still can't believe it now, going back again. So just trying to live in the moment, because you never know, when your last snap of football is, and, if you're going to ever get back to, this moment. So get the opportunity 2 years in a row. It's pretty incredible. So really just enjoying the moment right now.
Hey, frame for me your climb from rookie to here.
Yeah, it was a different, not a difficult off season, but a different off season. Not a lot of opportunity to really, work on my craft with the team. So, was doing as much as I could back home. And then came in camp, competed there. And then, first couple weeks of the season, wasn't super happy with my play, even just the practice and a couple opportunities I was getting at the game. I think it was definitely, Coach Eck spoke with me and, let me know his concerns. And I felt like I was not practicing, performing the way that I should, just the expectations that I have of myself. So I started to, raise the expectations back to where, I've always been the way I should be. And then, a couple weeks later after I, checked myself, got the opportunity and just did whatever I could to stay in that lineup and keep that opportunity going. So having an absolute blast. Starting in the NFL, that's the dream, and now starting in the Super Bowl. So, man, just incredibly, thankful for this opportunity and, ready to go get it done.
Looks like the next question from Joe Rutter from the Pittsburgh Tribune Review.
Yeah, hi. What has it meant for Stefan Wisniewski to be back with you guys, and how has he been able to help the younger guys out?
Yeah, so Wiz was a huge help to me my rookie year. Coming in, I think week 5 or 6, he was one of the old, obviously, one of the older guys of vets that, knew just the little things, how to take care of your body, how to practice and how to prepare. So he was probably one of my, biggest, influences rookie year. And to have him come back, I know the young guys have definitely appreciated it, the little nuances he has to his game. I've loved him back back on the team because he still helps me, a bunch of things, calls, technique. We have similar styles, I think, kind of road grader-ish players. So I tried to take things from his game plan, and yeah, young guys for sure. And still myself, I've been really happy to have him back.
Take the next question from Eric Lunston from ESPN.
Hey, watching what your O-line unit has gone through this year, how they've adjusted to injuries, adversity, et cetera, how does that give you the confidence that there's no way Tampa's front seven is going to wreck this game Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Heck all year, all off season just emphasizes preparation. Prepared for, whatever comes. And I mean, we've started a bunch of different offensive lines this year. Some guys in many positions. I think Mike's started maybe 4 different positions. So I think Coach Heck's emphasis on, knowing every position, playing us different places and just understanding the game plan. So whatever happens, we're ready for. And then just having confidence in Pat. Pat will put us in the right direction. Austin will put us in the right direction, and then just going to execute it.
Eric, one more question.
Yeah, a quick follow-up there. In that O-line room or among your teammates, kind of beyond the X's and O's, what are some of the characteristics you see in those guys that you think these are the guys?
I lost you right at the end. Right at the end of that.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, just what characteristics do you see among your O-line teammates that you think, these are the guys I want in this fight with me?
I think you kind of said it earlier. We're all a lot of just football guys. Love football, love the sport, love competing. Really fun group to be a part of this year. Dan Kilgore, Mike Revers coming in. Just great personalities, guys that work every single day in years 9 and 10. We go to individual and we're busting our butt, for that 15-minute period. And, a lot of teams, they might not have that, guys that have done it for a long time, done it at a high level, still putting in, maximum effort in practice, preparation for the game. So just seeing those guys that if they're going to go out there and play, they're going to put, their time into it. They're going to do it to the best of their ability. So just really appreciate the way that everyone takes on the challenges every week. And it's been great to see and, try to emulate my preparation after.
Thank you.
To ask Nick a question, just use the raise hand function. I'll take the next question from Matt Derrick of Chiefs Digest.
Hey, Nick, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
Hey, this is going to be a different experience for you from last year, because really just, special teams. You were one of the backups last season and now coming in as a starter. How's it different for you? I mean, are you expecting that maybe the Butterflies are going to be a little bit bigger this time around?
Yeah, for sure. I'm a guy that, as the game creeps up, always, the Butterflies are there every week. That's, kind of live for that feeling, the nervousness, the excitedness. I love that aspect of the game. So not something I'm worried about, but yeah, definitely I'm sure there'll be a little bit extra nerves. But there's plenty of time. I know this pregame is a little bit longer, So Coach Reid is good getting us to sit down and relax. And then, when it's time to go, we'll be firing. So excited for it.
How's this season been for you? I mean, you weren't necessarily expecting to be a starter coming in, but then you get your opportunity and clearly you made the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a blast. This is my dream. This is what I've always wanted to do, is play football, in the NFL. And I got the opportunity and had a blast that Bills game that I got in there, and then just really didn't know what the future was going to be with injuries. And I just wanted to do everything I could to stay in that position. And I mean, I've had a blast. This is awesome. Outside of obviously being on, one of the best organizations in the league with, incredible talent, and having some success, it's been just great to, do what I want to do for a living, play, start, and it's a blast.
We'll take the next question from Aaron Ladd with KSHB Kansas City.
Hey, appreciate the time here. I hope this hasn't been asked already. I just hopped off Zoom with Austin, and he mentioned that you all had brought a ton of Pokemon cards down, man. Can you talk about what's going on out?
Yeah. So, me, Austin, Wiley, and Mike Remmers we got our little group that, every week just kind of to relax, do something outside of football, take our mind off the game. We open cards every week, and it's a good time. We've all got a little bit of our nerdy features for sure, and this is definitely one that we all bought into. We all opened Pokemon cards as a kid, so just that itch was already there, and I think Wiley was the one that revamped it, and we all bought in pretty quick. And we definitely we've all got a lot of Pokemon cards laying around, but it's been fun.
And then another one with Daniel and his new profile picture. What's kind of been the story behind him making national headlines here this week?
Yeah, he's Dan's been awesome. I mean, a guy that, joined right at the end of camp, been a huge part of our offensive line group for sure. He's just his experience, his knowledge that he's added to the group. So, tough seeing him miss this, this week. Hopefully he's all good, come back Saturday and be good to go for the game. But just as he is, he's been a good sport about it. It was just something we couldn't control. When he sent the picture to us yesterday, we saw it. We already give him a hard time, about being, he was gray at like 17 years old. So he had that plus, half a shaved head. It was pretty good.
Take the next question from Joshua Allen with the Bucks Report.
Hey, Nick, how we doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Obviously, week 12, Vita Vea did not play in this game. Looking at the tape, what kind of problems, matchup and schematically wise, does he present to you in this offensive line?
I don't foresee, any problems specifically by one player. That's not how we kind of look at a game. He's a big player, or he's a big guy, obviously. He's got a good bull rush, good push, plays hard. So we respect him, obviously, he's a big guy in there for sure. But with our scheme, with our calls, with Pat and Austin getting us going the right way, I think we're going to be all right. We're never really one to, overthink one player, overhype one player in our minds. If we take the sets the coaches taught us, and, everything will work out the way that we want.
All right, we'll go back to Matt Derrick with Chiefs Digest.
Yeah, I knew you'd be one of those Pokemon guys. No doubt about that. Hey, I know you guys are confident that any of the 5 guys that line up are going to be ready to go. But, obviously a lot of the talk outside is the questions about, if the injuries are going to be too much and if you guys can overcome them. Is there any, you guys against the world kind of mentality or anything that your kinds of guys, these injuries have forced you guys to rally together?
I guess, you could, I don't know about us against the world, but yeah, in terms of rallying together, this offensive line has been extremely close, all year. Our job every day at practice is to bring energy. Mike's probably the biggest guy that, helps us do that. So bringing energy to practice and just being, as an offensive line, putting the work in, doing what we need to do. So whatever 5 are there, that's what we're going to do it with. We've got incredible confidence with whatever 5 it is, and the other guy, the other 3 or 4 guys that we'll have dressed, we have incredible confidence in them. If any of them need to step in for a play or anything like that. So Coach Heck prepares us in a way that any of us are ready to play, the 3-4 positions that we trained for, and whatever happens, happens, and we'll be ready to execute.
Take the next question from Rob Collins. Rob, can you please state your affiliation?
Sure. Rob Collins, Fox 4 in Kansas City.
How's it going, Rob?
Hey, Gretty. Back-to-back Super Bowls for a guy just coming in the league, man. Do you just look in the mirror and say, how did I get here and why me, and how much looking forward are you to playing this game?
Yeah, I mean, there is definitely every game when I'm, before the game when I'm praying, it's just kind of a thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in this, situation, but to put the effort that I needed to get here, and it's incredible. I mean, it is a little odd, so one of my teammates and the guy that was a captain at Illinois before me played center guard, Ted Karras. His first 3 years in the league, went to the Super Bowl 3 times, won 2 of them. So actually I have the opportunity to, get my second one done in my second year, which he did in his 3rd year. So there's a little bit of that, which is pretty cool. But no, it's unbelievable. Absolutely wild that there's guys that'll play 12 years, have Hall of Fame careers, and, never get these opportunities. So very thankful.
We've got 2 more minutes here with Nick. We'll go to Charles Goldman again from USA Today.
Hey, Nick, I was actually wondering about your time with the Illini, and maybe have you gotten into Brett Veach's ear about any of the guys coming out this year, like Kendrick Green?
I kind of stay away from that. If they ever ask me questions, I'm happy to, give my opinion on guys. Played with a lot. I mean, when I was there, they were all young guys. So, a lot of these guys coming up, I started with them, played with them. Kendrick's a heck of a player. He's a guy that's probably going to surprise some guys that, I don't know if there's a combine or whatever type of testing, they'll have this year. He's definitely going to surprise some guys. He's going to run, jump, and, move a lot better than people expect. You add that to some pretty good film. He's going to be a good player. So I'm excited for him coming up.
We will take the last question from Sean Walker at KSL.
Hey, Nick, I'm a reporter from KSL in Salt Lake City out here in Utah, and your coach, Andy Reid, got his start on the offensive line playing college ball out here. Everybody seems to love Big Red, but do you guys on the line kind of feel a special kinship with him, just being a former lineman and kind of his trajectory, I guess?
Yeah. So, I haven't been a part of too many programs, like this, where the head guy is an offensive line coach. I don't know if maybe that's just I haven't been around them, but it doesn't feel like offensive line coaches are the head coaches that often. So it's pretty cool to, he's given us opportunities when we're going through the plays that we're putting in for, every, any given week. He wants to give us the opportunities for, some good double teams. To move guys, change up the protection. So he's definitely taking care of us. He's an O-lineman, obviously, at heart, and it's pretty cool to, play for a head coach and, play caller that's got that offensive line background. I've never been part of that. It's been really fun.
All right. Thank you, Nick. That's all the time we have with him. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.